All right, so if you watched the last video, you know that God released me to release multiple messages, but I did not want to have an extremely long video and wanted to break these up for you all so you can digest in that. Each of you who does resonate with authentically gets the message, okay? And if you haven't watched the prior video, I would say the prior two, go back and watch those because you'll receive some good insights there that may resonate with your journey. But let's get into this message. Stand firm in your faith and what you know is due to you. Okay, this message comes from a dream that I had. There was this woman, she was standing in line. It was obvious that she was, trying to buy some food and things. And then there were two cashiers working. It was like it was their own store. And there were some customers in line. So this woman standing in line, when her turn comes up, her total is over what she knows she purchased. Like she's looking at it and adding it up as she has already done, but she's looking at it as they're trying to tell her she owes. And she's like, no, give me my change back. So the cashier, I'm guessing he was like one of the owners, he was trying to go back and forth with her about what she was owed and what she purchased. And she's like taking stuff out the bag. She's like, no, this is not mine. I did not buy this. I bought these two things. And she put those two things there. And she's like, this equals such and such. And she's like, give me my change back. So when she does that, he's trying to tell her to wait so then they can talk to the woman. And she was ringing up other customers at that time. Then there was another lady as this woman, and she's like this far from the counter, so not really far. There was another woman who comes over from the side, and she's like cuts in front of this woman. Okay, and I sense this woman, she just thought to herself like, that was rude. You didn't even say excuse me. But she didn't make a big deal about it. She stood there in line waiting firmly. And this woman goes up on the up behind the cash register, and she's trying to do some other things. Mind you, this woman is a customer as well. So it's like she's trying to force her way through the line. She's trying to force them to take her. And this other woman is sitting there just patiently waiting for them to get back to her because she knows what she's due. And she was not giving up. She knew what she was due. What I got from that dream is this. If you know God has promised you something, if you know that you are due something, if you know that this is your season, if you have been getting messages, if you have been getting confirmations that God is about to do something in your life, trust and believe. Stand firm in your faith for it. Because when you stand firm in your faith for it, it is going to produce. When you stand firm in taking action, because that woman was taking action, she was counting what was due to her. She understood what she bought, and she stood there firm in her faith, taking action. Action was her stance. I know what I'm doing. She spoke up for herself. That is a big thing, speaking up for herself. She spoke up for herself, and not all the time do people do it. People don't always speak up for themselves. They kind of just lean back, and kind of just go with the flow, or they don't want to cause a disturbance, or they might not want to be, a troublemaker or something. So they might just kind of let people walk over them. You know what I mean? So this woman, she did not do that. She stood firm. She said it, and she was polite about it. She didn't cause chaos while the other person was really trying to force their way in and get through the line and whatever. So there are people around you that have put things on you. There are people around you that have tried to force you to react in a certain way. There are people around you who have cut you off and thought they were going to take your place in line. There are people who have tried to overcharge you. There are people who have added so much onto you that God is saying, no, I saw all of it. And now I am about to give you a return. Understand this clearly. God sees all. There is nothing in the world that is going to change that. God can't be canceled. God cannot be canceled. So there's nothing in the world that is going to change that. So understand that if this is you, if this resonates with you, and please let me know in the comments, if this resonates with you, you are about to receive a return. I'm not exactly sure what it is. That's going to be between you and God, okay? I just deliver what God puts in and how he helped me understand it, okay? So you take this back to God and prayer for confirmation. But again, if this is you, God has already given you confirmations of some things to come in your life. God has already spoken some things over you in your life. And whether it's through my videos, through other things that are happening around you, whatever the case may be, it has already been made apparent to you. So I want you to take this again back for confirmation prayer so that you can get your specific yes or specific no. This wasn't for you, because he will do it. Trust me, he will do it. I've asked for confirmations and things plenty of times, and it's come through as a strong yes or a solid no. And you have to be okay with that as well if it is not your message. Know what season you are in. If you don't understand, ask God for more clarity. Ask God for more help. God will send destiny helpers. God has people on assignment out here to help you through. God has people that have already been through so much before you so that he can send them to help you. Okay, God has already had specific people go through specific things so that they can resonate with you and help you through. God wants you to have love, joy, happiness, peace, success, prosperity, and all these other great things, okay? It is promised unto you. Since God is supernatural, your blessings are supernatural. Your help is supernatural. You know, sometimes it's hard for us to understand the capacity of God's love for us because we think with our limited human mind. And God is like, hey, I don't need you to always try to figure out everything, okay? I just need you to trust me on some things. So if God places something in for you to do, if God places some actions for you to take, if God places God puts in some places that you need to go, if God puts that you need to connect with some people, if God puts you in a place where you need to disconnect from people and disconnect from things, be obedient, okay? Because in that time, you are developing more, you are growing more, your spirit is being prepared or your vessel is being prepared to lead you into finer things, okay? And who doesn't like the finer things? I know you do. So yeah, that was that message, and I'm gonna deliver the next one. I'm gonna keep these rolling out, but I'm gonna break them down for you so you're not overwhelmed and they can just come to you and you can get your message. Or if this isn't your message, maybe it's somebody's message that you know and you can share this message with. Again, God is making sure that you get what is due to you. You are going to get what is due to you at all costs. These blessings are going to be supernatural, something that you have not experienced before. And let me say this, okay? Because sometimes when people hear supernatural blessings, they think that this blessing is always something big, extravagant, boom, and they want to flash and talk about it. And then it's like, just chill, okay? Because a supernatural blessing can also be something, even though it is supernatural, it can also be something what we consider minor because we're humans, okay? Because our limited mind and how we think. It can also be something not so big, not so extravagant, so minor. It can be something as you know, sometimes when people think about supernatural blessings, they're thinking about, oh, God is going to bless me with a whole bunch of money. God is going to bless me those things happen all the time. I just had someone in my community get blessed with an unexpected financial blessing. Another person blessed with a car that they didn't have to pay for at all. Their relative actually bought them the car, and it's a new, nice car. So those are often the blessings that people think when it's supernatural, it just has to be that big. But God is also saying that I can bless you supernaturally with peace. I can bless you supernaturally with influence. I can bless you supernaturally with a mindset shift. So it's different things that happen in supernatural ways, okay? So this is why I always stress, do not reject your package just because it came differently than you expected, because God knows what you need when you need it and how much you can handle at any given time. Okay, sometimes we want these big fancy supernatural blessings, and in that space and in that time we don't have the capacity to hold for that. Sometimes it comes as upsetting when you don't receive those things, but understand that everything that's due to you, you're gonna get. Okay.